huge hit. And so very quickly, Danny becomes super famous with like super famous friends, and he becomes one of the highest ranking members of this multi-billion-dollar religion. And maybe, all of this starts to go to his head. Because as time goes on, he becomes more and more controlling, specifically of Chrissy. He also becomes more and more sexually aggressive. And while Chrissy, she doesn't like any of this, but she does the thing where she makes excuses for his bad behavior because, she's in love with him and she trusts him. And remember, she's still isolated from her family and friends, so she has no one. But then, in 2001, Chrissy's 23 now, shit starts to get really dark. Because, according to her, one night, she and Danny are chilling at home, having a glass of wine, and then strangely, she starts feeling the effects of alcohol coming on super strong, even though she hasn't had enough of it for it to make her feel that way. And then suddenly, boom, she blacks out. The next morning, she wakes up feeling like she was poisoned or something. And not only does her whole body hurt, but she's also bleeding and injured in her anus. And she doesn't understand what happened to her, and so she goes downstairs to Danny and she asks, "What happened last night?" And Danny laughs at her. And he says, "Oh, I had intercourse with you last night." And Chrissy says, "Was I unconscious?" And he laughs and says, "Yeah." And obviously, Chrissy is not okay with this. In fact, she's devastated. I mean, Danny is her whole life, the guy who she's put all her trust in, and he's violated her in a disgusting way. And so she gets mad, and she's like, "I am gonna report this motherfucker." And she does. She goes to the ethics department of the Church of Scientology, which is like the church's justice department, and she tells the ethics officer what Danny did to her. But